Hello, my dear students. In previous videos, we learned 4 different properties of determinants. Now today, in this video, we shall discuss the property number 5. Now see what is property number 5. If some or all elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as sum of 2 or more terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of 2 or more determinants. See, what does it mean? अगर किसी भी डिटर्मिनेंट में किसी एक रो में या किसी एक कॉलम में या कुछ टर्म्स में, किसी एक रो के कुछ टर्म्स में या किसी एक कॉलम के कुछ टर्म्स में कुछ नंबर्स अगर ऐड किए होते हैं तो उसको हम ऐसे सेपरेटली दो डिटर्मिनेंट्स के फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं. जैसे कि हियर द फर्स्ट determinant is a1 plus lambda 1, a2 plus lambda 2, a3 plus lambda 3, b1 b2 b3, c1 c2 c3. Here lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3, these three different real numbers are added in a1, a2, a3. So this can be split up into different determinants as a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3, and then plus next determinant it by taking these added numbers, that is lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, b1, b2, b3, c1, c2, c3. Now let us take see the verification of this. I am solving this left hand side. Okay, we have the a1 plus lambda 1, a2 plus lambda 2, a3 plus lambda 3, b1 b2 b3, c1 c2 c3. Okay, now expand this determinant along its first row. So what we get? a1 plus lambda 1 into this b2 c3 minus b3 c2. Okay, this subtraction, then plus minus middle term minus a2 plus lambda 2 into, leave this row and this column, so b1 c3 and b3 c1 minus b3 c1. Okay, then plus is a3 plus lambda 3, a3 plus lambda 3 into, leave this row and this column, so b1 c2 minus b2 c1. Okay, so here a1 plus lambda 1 is multiplication with this bracket, so I am separating this. So a1 into b2 c3 minus b3 c2. Okay, then here minus a2 into this minus a2 into b1 c3 minus b3 c1 plus this a3 into this bracket plus a3 into b1 c2 minus b2 c1. Okay, plus this lambda 1 is also in multiplication with this bracket, so plus lambda 1 into b2 c3 minus b3 c2. Okay, then minus this minus lambda 2 into b1 c3 minus b3 c1 and plus this lambda 3 into b1 c2 minus b2 c1. Okay, so this is equals to, now see this expansion up to this a1 into bracket b2 c3 minus b3 c2 minus a2 into b1 c3 minus b3 c1 plus a3 into b1 c2 minus b2 c1. So this is the expansion of this determinant a1, a2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. See, A1 into B2 C3 minus B3 C2 minus A2 into B1 C3 minus B3 C1 plus A3 into B1 C2 minus B2 C1. Okay. Similarly, this expansion is of determinant plus lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. See here, lambda 1 into B2 C3 minus this B3 C2. Then minus lambda 2 into B1 C3 minus B3 C1 plus lambda 3 into B1 C2 minus B2 C1. So I have written this determinant here, lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. These numbers were added in the first row. Okay, so we can split into different ways. We can write the determinant as A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3 plus this added numbers lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. So in this way, we can verify this property. Now let us take an example of this. Take an example. Take an example. Show that A, B, C, determinant is given A, B, C, then A plus 2x, A plus 2x, B plus 2y, B plus 2y, and C plus 2z. Then x, y, z. This is equals to 0. Now we have to prove that the value of this determinant is 0. So solution. Just you write this determinant by using property number 5. So here A, B, C, then A plus 2x, B plus 2y, C plus 2z, x, y, z. This can be written by using property number 5 as A, B, C. Then here also A, B, C, take the first terms, and x, y, z. Then plus another determinant will be ABC, then write this added numbers 2x, 2y, 2z. These are the numbers which are added in a second row. So this is 2x, 2y, and 2z. Then x, y, z. Now here using property here, ABC first row, second row is also ABC. So these two rows are identical, therefore value of this determinant becomes 0. And here also third row is xyz, whereas second row is 2x, 2y, 2z, means second row is proportional to the corresponding elements of the third row. Therefore this value also becomes 0, because if we have taken 2 as commons, that this is xyz, this becomes xyz. So this R2 and R3 becomes identical, therefore value of this determinant becomes 0. Therefore complete value of this determinant is 0. Okay, now come to next property, that is last property, which is also very important while proving the examples on determinant. Okay, so last property, if to each determinant of any row, if to each element of any row, each element of any row or column or column of a determinant the equimultiples of corresponding elements of other row or column are added, then value of determinant remains the same. So this is your sixth property, that is the value of determinant remains same if we apply the operation Ri as Ri plus k times Rj. Ri, you can take I stands for rows, first row, second row, third row. So suppose R1 can be written as R1 plus k times j means another except I. So except the value of I, that is it may be 2, 3 like that. So suppose if I take here I is equal to 1 and j is equal to 2. So R1 can be written as R1 plus k times R2. Okay, no problem. The value of the determinants remains the same. Or you can write in, we can apply this operation on columns also. Ci can be written as Ci is equal to Ci plus k times Cj. Okay, we can write this. There will be no change in the value of the determinant. So let us see the verification. Now consider the determinant. Let delta equals to determinant A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2 and C3. And I am taking another determinant and delta 1, suppose. Delta 1 is I am adding this third row elements in the first row, the multiple of this corresponding elements of the third row. So A1 plus k times C1. I am multiplying this C1 by k, or each element of the third row I am multiplying by k, and I am adding that numbers in R1. Then A1 plus k times C1, the A2 plus k times C2, and here A3 plus k times C3. Then B1, B2, B3, C1, C2 and C3. Okay, so I have applied the operation here. Ri implies Ri plus k times Rj. Okay, now here in this determinant I can write this determinant in using the property number 5 also. So this delta 1 can be written as delta 1 is equals to, using property number 5, delta 1 equals to A1, A2, A3, okay, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3 plus K times C1, K times C1, C1, K times C2, K times C3, then B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Okay, now here in second determinant, the first row is in proportional to the elements of the third row. C1, here K times C1, C2, K times C2, C3, K times C3. Means these two rows R1 and R3 are identical. If I take this K as common, so it becomes identical, this R1 and R3. Therefore, value of this determinant becomes 0. So again I am getting the same determinant A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Means delta 1 equals to delta. Means this delta and this delta 1, these are equals. So I can use this property like this. If A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3 is the determinant, so it means I can add multiples of this numbers of R3 or any row to any row. Or I can apply the same property on columns also. Okay, you can write the Ci as Ci plus K times Cj also. Therefore, there will be no change in the determinant. So this is last property, that is property number 6. Okay, so I can verify also this. So let us verify this by taking an example. Let us verify this. Prove that by with a example. Prove that A plus B, A plus B plus C, 2A, 3A plus 2B, here 4A plus 3B plus 2C, then 3A, 6A plus 3B, 10A plus 6B plus 3C, show that this is equals to A cube. Prove that the value of this determinant is A cube. So I can, let us apply this property number 6 here. Solution. Applying operations. I am applying operations. Now use the operations. I am writing this R2 as R2 means this R2. Let us subtract. Here it is 2A. So if I multiply this R1 by 2, so this becomes 2A. 2A minus 2A, it becomes 0. So try to bring more number of zeros in the determinant so that it will be easy to expand. So R2 as R2 minus 2 times R1, okay, and R3 as R3 minus 3 times R1. While applying this operation, you must remember that if more than one operation like Ri, if written as Ri plus K times Rj is done in one step, care should be taken to see that a row that is affected in another operation should not be used in another operation. So you should remember this. Okay, it should not be used in another operation, same row. So otherwise it will be affected. So I am applying this to the given determinant. to the given determinant. Okay, so let us apply now. This is delta, so delta becomes, so write first row as it is a plus b, a plus b plus c. I am not changing the R1, I am changing only R2 and R3 here. So R2 means R2 minus 2 times R1, so this becomes 0, this becomes a, this is 3a minus 2a means a, and this is b only, b minus, this is simply b, b minus, sorry, it is 2, it is 2b, sorry, it is 2b, it is 2b minus 2b, 0, so you will get here a only. Then 4a minus this 2a means you will get 2a, then 3b minus 2b, so you will get plus b, and 2c minus 2c becomes 0. Now apply on third row R3, 3a, I am writing this third row as R3 minus 3 times R1, so 3a minus 3a becomes 0. Then this 6a minus 3a means 3a, then this 3b minus 3b, 0. Here 10 minus, this is 10a, and minus, I am multiplying this R1 by 3 times R1, so 10a minus 3a, it becomes 7a, then this is 6b minus 3b plus 3b, okay, and the 3c minus 3c, it is 0. Okay, so again try to bring more number of zeros. So now applying R3 as R3 minus 3 times R2. Change this R3 by 3 times R2. Here it is a only. So if I multiply this a by 3, those 3a minus 3 becomes 0. You will get here 0. Okay. So we get delta equals to a plus b. There will be no change in the first row. A plus b plus c. Then this is 0. This is a. I am not changing. Second row 2a plus b. Third row will change 0 minus. I am writing R3 as R3 minus 3 times R2. 0 minus 3 times 0, that is 0. Okay. The 3a minus 3 is 0. Here 7a minus 6a means only a. 3b minus 3b 0. Okay. So now again expand. You can now expand along. You expand this along C1 because you are getting more number of 0 in C1. Here it is 0, here it is 0, so it will be easy to expand. So I am expanding this determinant along this C1. So a into you will get this determinant a, then 2a plus b 0a minus 0 into, it will be 0, plus 0 into, it will also be 0. So 0 into it becomes complete 0, 0 into this becomes also complete 0. Okay, so you will get this a into bracket a square, this a square, that minus 2a, 0 into this, it will be 0. Okay, so that is equals to a cube, a into a square, that is a cube, which is the right hand side. So in this way, by applying the properties, we can easily solve the determinants and we can prove the examples. Okay, thank you students.